Ash, it's a certified fact that your balls are bigger than mine because I was asked, dear, I was asked by a couple of the lads, you know, when you finish the film, are you gonna do some cave diving? I said, absolutely not. No.
What a movie. What a story. I remember this happening, but I feel like the movie just elicited so many positive feelings for me of selflessness. Do you remember when this happened and what stuck out to you most about this story?
I think the first that I got really into it was when they found the boys. I remember thinking those poor boys have been stuck in a cave, and when they found them, and then it just became this sort of everyday checking in on the news on how they were doing. And I just remember the beauty of when they said they've got them out. Everyone was sort of running around, and it's all anyone was talking about at the time. It was a beautiful, very special time, because usually with the news, you're not really bonded by joy. You're bonded by bad things. Oh my God, have you seen this awful thing? And I think I can count on maybe one hand the amount of times you have a news story like this that just makes you happy and full of joy and hopeful and want to be a better person, you know.
And that was the thing about it, though, wasn't it, that you were caught between catastrophe and the potential of what actually came to pass, because we saw it in real time. So it was actually a horrible thing that was going on, and we were stuck in the fear of the present, where we believed globally that the children were still alive, but we didn't know if, while we were talking about them being still alive, they were actually dying. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
Until the guys got to them then, and then there was some confirmation that they were there, and then there was, you know, back and forth, there were certain dives happening. But as Tom said, when the moment came that they started coming out and the ambulance started disappearing and airlifting them, and the information wasn't shared of who was out, how many were out. And even when the mission started, it was all very cloak and dagger. All of a sudden, all the press were pushed back, and nobody knew exactly what the means were that they were going to be extracted. But Poo, I want to hear, because I can't believe we worked together and I never heard from you. I never asked you, or because we were all just working, so we were involved in the present together of making the film. What was it like for you, man? You were in country, you were at home, you were...
Yes, I was. I was in Thailand at the time, but it I think it's very different for me personally. Like I always say, I heard about the boys getting stuck. And after 4 or 5 days, at first I was actually angry at the boys. Saying, go in there. You know, what drove you? What took you in there? And then when you found out, okay, they didn't intend to go in when it was raining. It rained after they went in. And so, okay, 5 days, 6 days go on. I'm saying, okay, maybe they're dead.
Yeah.
And now being a Thai, you start to sit in front of your what do you call it, mantle, and you pray and you light your sticks and everything and hope that they come out well and alive.
Was the whole country doing that, you think? The majority?
Yes, I do believe so. It's a cultural thing.
Of course.
You know, it is. And then on the 7th, 8th, 9th day, I'm saying, wait, I have 4 children. What if one of them was in there? Now that it gets really intense now.
It's personalized.
Then you hear people are coming from all over the world to help, and I can't even do anything. I don't know how to dive.
Yeah, monologues aren't going to be very helpful. A monologue isn't really going to...
I can't do anything. So I'm just sitting there, shaking, praying, hoping. And once it came out, once we heard that the kids are all well, it was a big relief. But it wasn't until I read the script that I understood the inner workings of everything, and it was all the hair stood on, on ends. It was amazing.
I feel like, because I'm a diver and I'm like, why can't they just dive and get them out? Like, what's I did not understand. And then when you watch the movie, you're like, okay.
Is it normal diving or cave diving you do?
I've done some cave diving, not like that, but
fun.
It's so fun. Colin, I take it you're not going to keep your certification going, or?
Ash, it's a certified fact that your balls are bigger than mine, because I was asked, dear, I was asked by a couple of the lads, you know, when you finish the film, are you gonna do some cave diving? I said, absolutely not. No. I mean, they did build these extravagant cave systems. There was 4 or 5 different networks that were based on the ordnance of Tam Luang cave system, and there was pinch points and bits that went down and right and stalactites and stuff. And it was tight in there, and we had safety divers and all that stuff, but you're still in water and you're still looking up, and there's a roof on top of your head. And it was, Tom, you found it uncomfortable at times, didn't you? I mean, I really
Thank you
did.
so much for that.
Yeah, misery loves
you know what, one of my favorite memories though, I remember like you and me both having, I think it was all four, it was like Vigo, you, me, Jolie and Paul.
Being stuck in the middle.
And we all got stuck in the middle. I think the camera
disaster. And I have Vigo's fin in my fucking face.
Yeah, man. I'm so
and someone pushing me from behind.
Exactly. I got Paul falling asleep on my leg. But I remember coming out of it and this beautiful moment of, I think we grabbed each other like, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want to go back down there again. I'm like, okay, guys, resetting, going again. No, I don't want to do it.
And it was a 4-foot dive with 20 safety divers
I know.
in 2.5 feet of water. I did find it nerve-wracking. I would never, like, the difference between, I'd done a little bit of open water scuba diving, but it's night and day from anything that has a seal on it, you know. I don't know how that they do it. I don't know how cave dive. It's just a very different, it's a mentality that I don't really have. I have a little bit of, don't want to diagnose myself with panic syndrome, but the head can get away from me pretty quickly.
Well, thank you guys so much. Me and my big balls gotta go.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I hope I'm not canceled for that one, by the way.
No, I loved that. That was awesome. Thanks.